TV. We're outside Old Trafford. There she is. Manchester United have beaten Club Brugge 5-0, baby. Thanks to goals from, let me just put my glove on. Goals from Bruno Fernandes, Odion Ighalo at last. Then we had Scott McTominay scoring and Fred bagging two in the second half. A comfortable night for Manchester United, especially once they had gone down to 10 men for a blatant handball. The defender turned into a goalkeeper, slapped the ball on the line, and Manchester United had it easy. Bruno Fernandes scored his penalty after a 4-minute delay. I actually just don't get what the fuck that delay was about. I genuinely don't get what the delay was about. I'm here with Dean right now. We were stood there thinking, what the hell's going on? It looked like a clear handball. We were stood in the Stretford end tier 2, and it looked like a clear handball. Yet they still took 4 or 5 minutes to just decide that the referee had made the right decision. It was a real baffling one, but made the right decision in the end. Bruno Fernandes takes his penalty, scores his penalty, plays a huge part in the second goal, peeling the ball to the back post of Juan, nods it back for Ighalo, and Ighalo scores. I felt like I was watching my son score out there. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. And then Scott McTominay scoring just before the break as well, to really seal the win and make it comfortable going into half time. So on a cold night here at Old Trafford, we were warmed up, and in the second half, Fred gets two to make it really comfortable. Dino, what did you make of that today, bro?
Yeah, it was a lot easier than what I was thinking when I seen that lineup at the start, and the red card killed them, and obviously we got the goal. From then really they got a struggle in it, and then we kind of just kicked. Well, we got the 2 goals for half time, and then game was done. Well, you said it. You said it's goal. You get me, like, like the game
only
was,
half joking.
Yeah, the game was done now, and it like we was. Again, before that, I thought we weren't playing great, and I thought they half looked dangerous on the counter and that.
They have pace in it.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it'd have been a totally different game had we not scored early. But obviously we got the goal, they got the red card. Like I say, it's kind of game over from then. Really, from that situation, you have to be winning the game.
Someone just told you off for not getting carried away, not getting giddy and excited, which I thought was.
We've been here before, innit? We've been. How much times have we been here before? We've had a decent result, and then we're going to lose, and then the momentum's just gone. Like. Happens to again. You've followed this club for too long, and especially in recent years since Fergie and that. So can't get too carried away. And it really, like, again, we should. Bruges are a decent team, I suppose, but we should be beating them anyway. Like it's kind of because of how far we've fallen. Now I kind of have to be pessimistic and think like, yo, you need to just calm down, innit? So
yeah.
Like I said, hopefully we do get a decent result on the weekend, but. Like I say, I ain't getting carried away. 5-0 yesterday, we was kind of flattered.
It's a big game as well at the weekend, and it's like, what has this game taken out of some of the players? Are they going to be fully at it? Everton have had a little bit of a rest, and Everton are a good side, man. Some would argue they've got a better manager than us, so you know what I mean? Like it's a tricky game, and we have to go in there with our guard up a little bit, but also a little bit of confidence as well, because we've obviously got that run of form now. 8 goals in the last 2 games at home, 2 clean sheets since the winter break, 4 games, 11 goals, 1 conceded. Like, we are beginning to click a little bit, which isn't bad either, is it? Like, we look like we're starting to play some sort of football. Do you think it is just down to Bruno Fernandes being that good, or Ali finally having the quality of player that he wanted?
I think obviously he's came in and obviously he has changed up. I think he's give everyone a lift. He's definitely give the fans a lift, and you can hear like obviously you see the little memes, like, you know, like where man are touching the ball and they're saying it's Bruno and man are going mad and all that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it kind sometimes it kind of is that, because some things it does and man are going mad, but like he's an improvement on what we've had in it. Like when Pereira's a consistent starter and that, like a lot of people are going to probably look better when you come into that midfield, but. He's done well from coming in, and it, but obviously again there's bigger tests in it. But since he's come in, you can't complain. Like I say, the penalty today put the game to bed really. And like, again, he's got a bottle to step up and just finish it, innit? And he has looked tidy as well.
He seems to be doing as well. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Like what Pogba's been doing, really.
Yeah.
Creating those chances and keeping the ball ticking over.
He ain't got the baggage though, innit? So man ain't hating on him.
Yeah, he hasn't like left the club before, and all that. But no, and I say that to say this, like, we can't then, remember there was a few times he gave the ball away today.
Yeah.
And I go to you like, let's not hope man start getting on his back for those things too.
Yeah.
Or he's going to have a game where everything he does, it doesn't go right.
Yeah.
And we can't get on his back then and say, he's dead, he's shit, he's not the player we thought he was and all that. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think with him, he's the type of player he is. He plays like, he doesn't play safe balls all the time. So
Yeah.
to me, you got to take the rough with the smooth kind of thing. You have to expect him to give away the ball, but it's one of them. And like I say, he's finding his feet in it, but he's confident. That's what I like. He tries these things. Like the way he's moving, he's gonna prolong Mata's career at United. I don't know if that's probably in our best intentions, to be honest, on that, but. Him and Mata and that seem to have some decent kind of link up as well. Like they're on the same kind of wavelength.
They're both ballers. That's why.
Yeah.
I can see this camera shaking. I am so cold out here. You know, like every time I hold it, it just starts shaking and that. But yeah, they're ballers, so they're gonna be on the same wavelength. That's just how they roll. And it's some of the one-touch stuff today. The pass from Bruno and it went through Mata's legs. It goes to Ighalo, and even Ighalo looked like, right, you man's are on that stuff. I didn't expect that to happen. And what about Ighalo though today? What did you make of him?
I thought he was all right, innit? Like obviously he took the chance to score, buried it, and that you can't really miss in it. But he's all right, innit? Like he's all right at holding up the ball, to be honest. And that. But I don't know. Obviously, I think he was on pre-season or something when he joined in it, so he's probably not fully sharp on it. But obviously, he got 90 minutes today in it, so I don't know. It's positive, and obviously, like I say, he's got his goal, so he's got that out of the way now, so he ain't got anything now for him. He's probably thinking it's a bonus. You know what I'm saying? So
he's lived the dream, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He
scored at Old Trafford.
The team support and it. So hopefully now you can kind of just kick on and obviously just get a couple more goals in it, like just help the team out in it.
Yeah, defo. He seemed to have a little bit more about him in terms of, you know, if we'd be, I don't know, chasing a game and we need the ball to stick up top, you can stick him there and get Martial and Rashford playing off him and get that pace around them. I hope Martial wasn't injured. Does anyone know what's the sketch with Martial not playing today? Surely he wasn't injured. That can't be the case. I'm sure.
But he saved Daniel James anyway, so he's
why is he saving Daniel? Bro! Surely Daniel James was injured as well. I don't get that one. You've got all those players on the pitch that could do with a rest. First man to come off is Daniel James. Surely he had to be injured. Juteru says Martial is injured. Mate, if Martial's injured just as he starts to get going again, that's fucking annoying. How many strikers is that going to happen to? He had a thigh injury. Oh, man. Jesse Lingard got an assist.
Again, it's probably. I don't think it's going to massively help his confidence because obviously, again, it's as much as we just beat Bruges and it's Bruges, so again, keep your feet on the floor. But again, hopefully, it can help him because he's been woeful at times.
Yeah.
Like, recently, and like obviously, you said a couple of times he's a confidence player, and so
yeah.
Obviously, at least he's still like he's out there and he was trying things. Like the one thing that disappointed me is when he had that chance to shoot.
Yeah.
And just absolutely blazed it into the second tier or something like.
And then when he did actually get the shot on target, Luke Shaw stood in the way and did a goal line clearance.
Trust me. But like, to be fair to him, when he squared it for the goal and that, like, I'd have, if it was me bearing down on goal, like especially in the form he's been in, I'd have shot.
Yeah.
But he had the he's just calm at the time and just squared it and it like just did what's best for the team and he didn't. Some players I think would have just thought, I need this, but obviously the man just squared it and then again put the game to bed in it.
Who do you want in the last 16? Do you know?
Inter Milan. We need to get Ashley Young back, Lukaku, Sanchez, Conte. We need to just dust them up on it. Again, we need to go. Like, obviously, there's some decent teams in it. I think most people would want to probably avoid Inter, but
Roma's in it.
Yeah, give us Inter, you get me. I want man to just put them to the sword.
I think they're probably us and them are probably the favourites as well.
Yeah, well, give us them and then we just obviously I'm not comparing us to Arsenal. Arsenal just went out to who Olympiacos and that obviously again I think most games to us are tough games and that, but we need one I think to get the players up and again give us fucking Inter Milan and it. Give us Inter Milan with the second leg at Old Trafford. That would be sick, you get me, like Lukaku coming back and all that. Again, all that shit he was talking. Bring fucking Inter Milan back here and
Yeah, I reckon Toto and them man put Rashford on work. I mean, sorry, Lukaku on work. Oh, yeah, fucking, that reminded me today actually, because Ighalo's hold-up play is so much better than Lukaku's, isn't it?
He seems like he's better at feet in it than Lukaku. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's probably not a better goal scorer than Lukaku.
Nah, he's not. I don't think he's a better goal scorer. I think with
the United style in it, I think Ighalo's a bit more tidier. But again, he's only had a couple of games, and
like Lukaku probably scores that chance at Chelsea.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean. He probably scores that chance even when he rounded the keeper the other day. He probably bangs it before. So yeah, but I think his hold-up play is a lot better, which is good. Which is, I mean, it's not a big deal. How about the Bruno free kick? Which Bruno free kick?
The Bruno free kick.
The one that went over.
That was well wider than that, innit? The one that
Was
down
it
the strip for
close?
them.
Was it closer than we thought because of where we were sat?
That was down strip for them, innit? That was way wide. That was done also.
Everyone else wants a weak team. They're not ready. They're not really on it for your.
We need to get now. We need competition. Like we need to like. Because really, what's the point in like getting far if we're just gonna get dusted by these in the latter rounds anyway?
And if we can beat them.
That's what I'm saying. We need to know, like, yo, are man ready on it? Like, we need a big game. For me, anyway, as a fan, I want a reason to be up for the game as well. If you give us Inter, yeah, every man is on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get Inter,
the crowds, it's like a Champions League game.
That's what I'm saying. There's something in, like I say, like again, like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stand and give Ashley Young a stick and that, but that banter there between Ashley Young coming back, Lukaku talking shit and that, him coming back. Again, it would be good to slap him out of that. Again, like it's only the Europa, but it's a route into the Champions League. But if we can slap him out of there, fucking.
I reckon if Lukaku scored at Old Trafford, he'd give it the big one, you know.
Yeah, he'd be on some Adebayor shit. And
yeah, he'd give it the absolute big one because he likes to think that we hate him. We don't hate him.
Nah, no, I hate him. But we said some pointless stuff in it. Like,
yeah.
Like I say, that to me, like again, like all this talk of you know, like we obviously we should have replaced man, but. Some man that said, you know, he's scoring goals over there. Man, trying to let him go. Bro, let's play them and then let's see what go on.
And really, like when you look at it, Rashford's already beaten his goal tally from last season, and Martial's one behind, but hopefully not too injured. Playing against Sanchez would be a weird one because he's still technically our player. We wouldn't be able to play against him because he wouldn't be in the team.
But you probably have a fucking good game, man.
Yeah, that's true. Lukaku can take that out like Di Maria, says Marco. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? That would be good fun. Dean, you're tripping, someone said. They don't want Inter Milan. I'm with you though, Dean. I want Inter Milan.
If we get if we get Olympiacos next game, it's dead. Like, no, like, you know, again, like, nah, man. To me, like, it's hard for the players, I think, to get up for the competition anyway. It's on a fucking Thursday night, isn't it? So, you know what I'm saying? We need to...
Let's have some Champions League fixtures, isn't it? You could have, like, Inter next, Roma then. It'd be like, yo, we're still in the Champions League.
It's like it's good competition. Like we need to raise our game in it. We steal, sharp, and steal. And what's the point what's the point in us playing Olympiacos next, innit? Like, what does that really prove, innit?
What do we
learn? You just want to get to the next round, innit? But really, we do need to be looking to improve, innit? Steal, sharp, and steal. Like we need to be. We should be again, like yo, under third. Again, I know times are different, but under third again, that man's we'll go with these teams, innit? That's
under Fergie wouldn't even look to take this Europa League serious.
What are we looking for the easiest draw? Like, really, we should be Man United should be winning, be beating everyone in this competition, really.
Yeah, including Inter.
That's what I'm saying.
Including Inter. It'd be a good final, that though, Inter. I just don't mind getting them next, like Dean. Anyway, let us know if you guys want them next. Let us know what you're thinking about the game today. Your thoughts on Ighalo's first goal, obviously causing an absolute madness. Let us know what your thoughts on that. Fan cams are coming your way on Full-Time Devils very, very soon. Also, we've got as well videos coming on straight up as well. So the link's in the description for that. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that jazz. Dean, any final words?
Yo, subscribe to Straight Up, innit?
You know
or else you get me.
Or else he's going to be outside your window.
Your door, you get me.
Make sure you're liking the video. We're out of here.